My name is Gibson, and I'm the creator of the Personal Development School. This is your daily breakthrough video, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to figure out what you're actually triggered by in relationships and how to take something that can be really triggering and make you feel bad and overwhelmed that maybe sometimes leads to a reaction of just pushing somebody away or just saying something mean that you don't mean to try to create space or push the person away, or holding on too tight, or whatever we do when we're coping with our triggers, and how to actually take that triggering emotional state in a relationship and convert that stuff into words and then use it for something constructive rather than destructive to the relationship dynamic. So step one is to learn to define our emotions. This is something you can practice and that will come a lot with time, but it's also something you can get ahead of by even sitting down and journaling and being like, what are the major emotions I do feel when I'm triggered? Do I feel afraid? Do I feel hurt? Do I feel angry? Do I feel, excluded and sad? Do I feel defeated? Do I feel, trapped? Do I feel, what are the emotions that you're feeling? You can actually jump into our emotional mastery course. There's a whole printout of major emotions and their opposites. And there's questions in that course that will help you define and circle these things and get really clear about these things ahead of time and what patterns of thoughts you have that trigger these and how to reprogram these thoughts and core wounds attached to them. But anyways, step one here is just to define your emotion. You can just ask yourself right now, what do I tend to feel when I'm really triggered by things with a partner, with a loved one? Step two is to ask yourself, why do I feel this way? What am I afraid will happen? Or what do I need to feel relief? And this is a very powerful question to ask yourself in real time. You can expand these things out later and figure out the meaning you attach to things and the stories you often tell and the core wounds attached to these things. You can do all that, but just to keep it really simple in real time, if you're new to this, is just define the emotion. Step two, ask yourself, what do I need to feel relief in this situation? And this will give you a constructive output. I need to be understood. I need to be heard. I need to get reassurance. I need to, whatever it might be. And then you can ask yourself too, what am I afraid will happen in this relationship when I'm triggered like this? And how can I communicate that in a constructive way? So these are your major steps. The first step is to define the emotion and then ask yourself, what do I need in order to feel relief right now? Okay. And then it's how can I communicate this need in a healthy way? And the next step is to ask yourself, and what am I afraid is going to happen here? And how can I also communicate that in a healthy way? Okay. So then this looks like, hey, I'm needing to be heard right now. I'm receiving this experience as you not calling back, as me being unloved or uncared for. And I'm really afraid of that. And I could use some reassurance. I could use, that being understood or heard or received by you to see that there's impacts to those actions. So it helps you and even if you just get the first three steps, right? It's just define the emotion. What do I need to feel relief? How do I communicate this need in a healthy way? Right there, you're taking this, I imagine this, just jumble of thoughts, emotions, feelings, wounds, all these things coming up. And you're just learning to translate them into healthy, constructive things. Okay, here's what I'm feeling. Here's what I need to feel relief. Here's how I can share this with my partner or loved one in this situation. And then I can also tell them what I'm afraid of, how I'm receiving the situation, and share that in a healthy way as well. So this is your starter kit for some of these big pieces of communication. If you want to get way better at this, you want to master communication, use communication scripts, all kinds of stuff. Inside PDS every single week, we have different social events specifically centered on there are communication social events where you can practice communicating with other students inside PDS about challenging situations, and you'll get feedback. We have a facilitator there who's trained and will help with feedback. We have other students who will give feedback as well. It's a really great place to practice. And you also have a communication course that goes into this stuff in a tremendous amount of detail, scripts that you can print out that are all these different sample scripts for what you can say and key points to take away from these things. So check it out. Hopefully this makes sense to you. Thank you for watching. Please share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.